Hi everybody, and welcome to this week's Totem Tuesday. In this Totem Tuesday we're going to do something a little bit different. I know once in a while we look at different aspects of the totem and power animal world, and this week we're going to be looking at totem dreaming and connecting with power animals, totem guides and animal messengers through our dream life. So dreams have always been something that's been very important to me, and I do go through phases in life where I spend much more time focusing on dreams and times when I'm just tired and busy and forget. But when I do focus on my dream life and the content of my dream and the connection with my dreams, then my whole life becomes much more rich because of it, and there's so much more depth, understanding and awakening, really, which is I know it's a funny thing to say about dreams, but it is an inner awakening through dream life. And because we are beings of logic as humans, our dream life is a perfect way for us to connect and to get wisdom and guidance from totem animals and animal guides. So I spoke in last week about the polar bear and the polar bear totem coming through to aid dreaming, and a lot of you guys have said that you've also been dreaming of polar bears. And this fabulous book that I shared with you last week, if you haven't seen it, Dreaming with Polar Bears by Dawn Bauman Brunk, just pronouncing it right. And this has been a really lovely book to read and reread, actually, about the pearls and the treasures that can be gained from connecting with animals in our dream world. So often we will find ways of connecting with our totems and our animal guides by doing meditations, guided meditations, drum journeys, shamanic journeys, walking meditations, all these kind of things, maybe being in ecstatic dance, maybe lots of different ways in which we'll alter our state slightly and get into a space where our totem guides can come in and connect with us. Sometimes we will connect with them without any need to do anything. We'll just see something and we'll know, or see an animal, or we'll get some guidance and we'll know that's right. But to get those deeper connections and to cultivate those connections, we'll often go into a shamanic journey or a meditation or both to really open up and allow the landscape for our animals, our totem guides, to come to us and for us to go to them. But we do spend, hopefully, a fair bit of time asleep, and in that sleeping time, that is also the perfect place that landscape is open. The logical brain has gone literally to sleep. As long as we can harness the memory of our dreams, we are in a really open space to have profound connections and understandings of animals and animal guides in our dreams. So have a think for a minute. Have there been any animals that have been in your dreams either recently or maybe over a period of time? Recurring dreams, once in a while these things happen. Now, I do go far more into this in my Totems Awakening course, so if you are interested in connecting with your totems and totem dreaming, this is a week segment within our Totem Awakening course. But I thought I would give you a little bit of insight and a little taster with this video now about the power and how to cultivate those dreams, because a lot of people have been working with dreams for many years, and I've been working with dreams in all sorts of environments. I've been working on the Psychic TV show doing dream interpretation. I worked for a couple of quite corporate big companies doing dream interpretation for their clients, either for parties or as a promotion. And it was interesting. Everybody loves dreams, but a lot of people will say, oh, I don't dream. Everyone dreams. That's why I always say everyone dreams. You're not remembering them, but everyone dreams. And maybe your sleep cycle is such that you do not remember those dreams, but as a whole, everyone dreams. We have REM cycles, and an REM cycle lasts approximately 90 minutes, and we'll have at least one dream over the course of that cycle. So there are ways of trying to remember dreams more, and there are ways of preparing the mind and the body and the soul for sleep and for dream that can help the memory recall of dreams. But we all dream, so don't think that you're one of these people that don't dream. You do. And so do we all. So also we have recurring dreams, so the ones that stick with our mind. It is really worth and that's rule one really for this totem dreaming, is to have a dream journal. Have it by your bed, so you don't have to move very much, don't have it very far to go and grab it to write down the dream. And if possible, any time of the night you wake up, whether it be 2, 3, 4 in the morning, or when you normally wake up, if you can, before you check your phone, before you start thinking about your to-do list of the day, try not to move too much, try to be in a still space and revisit that dream in your mind and then write it down. So explore it a little bit before you feel you lose it. Sometimes when you feel you've lost a dream, you can have that bit memory of it, but you feel you've lost it. If you start exploring it and you start writing it down in some way, you can go back. The memory comes back. It's like a gate that closes in morning. Sometimes you can get back in and get those informations, those guidance, there's those little magical treasures from our dreams before that gate closes. So why would you want to dream? Why would you want to cultivate those dreams, and why would you want to analyse them? Well, dream interpretation is a fabulous thing, and it's a very personal thing. There's lots of symbols and collective consciousness symbolism, which means very similar things to us all as primal beings, and but each nuance, each sense, each feeling and experience about what happens in your dream is yours, is your personal journey, is your personal revelation in your sleeping life. And there's a saying that says a dream uninterpreted is a letter unopened. You're being given these letters, these messages, these wild and crazy stories from a part of your life, your dreaming self. Maybe however you see that, it could be your guides, or you could see it as your subconscious, wherever you see your dreams coming from, all these places, your mind, your processing. This is a gift, this is a story, a letter, a message, a vision from a part of you. And if we don't look at it, then it's a wasted vision. You might be missing out on a great story, on a great revelation, on an understanding about yourself and about a situation. And dreams do really affect us, don't they? We often wake up excited about a dream, terrified about a dream. We feel like affected by the energy and the memory and the imprint of that dream, sometimes for more than a day after it's happened. So dreams are really, really powerful, and our ancestors would cultivate dreams. They would listen to dreamers' dreams, and sometimes decisions about a tribe or a village's or a family's future and where they would live and where they would move to and what they would do would come in from the dreams. So our ancestors, who had a very strong connection with their dream world, were really paying attention to these strong messages that came through, and we can too. And looking at this as a connection to our totem guides, it is a very strong place for images and stories and feelings and healings to come through from totem guides, power animals and messenger guides. Now, I go into what all of these different aspects of guides are on my course, and also you may find some more videos on this on my channel as well. So there's lots of free resources on my channel regarding totem animals, power animals and connecting with them. So I won't go into it now, but if you're interested, again, if you're interested in immersing yourself in totems and connecting with them, we start on the 2nd of April, so next week, and I would love to have you on board. But for now, we are just going to help that dream journey. So we not only get messages from our dreams, we get a lot of self-understanding. This is a way where our logical brain will not listen. This often can't come through very clearly to us in our day-to-day life. What comes through in our dreams is from this huge fabric of consciousness, and it brings in threads from when you were 2, 5, 6, 20, 30 onwards, from people you've not seen for 10 years, people you've never met, from emotions, an emotional pool that maybe you haven't thought of recently. It comes in from all over, but it has messages for us. And the more we get used to our dreaming self, because they are ourselves, our dreamer, how often do we sleep at night? And a lot of us don't get enough sleep. I do love sleep. So maybe on average 8 hours sleep, if we're lucky, or 9, 10 hours sleep, or 7 hours sleep, whatever amount of sleep we get a night, that dreaming self is active. That dreaming us is on a mission, yes, people say that dreams are all about dejunking from the day, there is truth to that, there is something in that, but there is also more. There's layers of dreaming. We dejunk, we clear out, but we also access stories and tales and personal mythology, where we're heroes, where we're monsters, where we're guilty, where we're fearful, where we're winning, where we turn to Thomas the Tank Engine. I had that dream. I won't tell you the rest of it, it was totally nuts. Make the Thomas Tank Engine bit sound sane. But yeah, these dreams are, however crazy they may seem, they come through in a symbolism to us that we can learn to unravel and learn to understand. So back to connecting with totem animals in our dreams. If there's something you're interested in doing and learning more about, it can take practice, it can take time. Our dreaming mind can take a little while to get the message. But most importantly, first of all, key things, get enough sleep. We don't often remember dreams as much if we're absolutely exhausted and not getting a good quality of sleep when we're just passing out, and we'll be like, oh, we don't have the time to honour our dreams. And the more we honour our dreams and our dreaming life and our dreaming selves, the more we take time to unravel them, the more they give back to us. So it's like the more we honour our totems that come through in our dreams, the more they will teach us, the more we'll notice things in our waking life, the more things will open up for us. So give yourself that, if you can, when it's possible, make sure you're getting a good amount of sleep, and also keeping that dream journal, that dedicated dream journal by your bed. It's lovely to have a space, either it's your magical journal or a specific journal dedicating into dreaming, and to really treasure it, put it out there, and keep this book as something that's special to you, that has the mysteries and the revelations of all your dreams, no matter how nuts they may seem. And when you wake up, don't worry how fragmented a dream may be. The more practice you get in remembering your dreams and recalling these dreams, the more memories and stories and sense you will get from your dreams. I've had some absolutely wonderful revelations that sometimes have come straight away, and often have come from linking the dream threads together. So having them written down, having them looked at, and then maybe a dream from next month goes into a dream from last month, and you see how the stories or the symbolism comes together. So here we are, we're looking at our totem dreaming, how to get into the space of totem dreaming, how to get into the space of opening ourselves to connecting with our wonderful and wild power animals in our dreams. First of all, we need to really open up to these dreams may not always be pleasant dreams. Dreams don't come through with a sugar-coated vision of things. Dreams don't always come through with okay, everything's lovely. Dreams come through when we remember them with a very primal message, with a very primal strength. So they can be ways we'll visually remember them. They don't, they'll come through with fear, with a strong emotion, with a love, with a sudden understanding, with a great curiosity. So don't think that if an animal comes through in your dream and you feel fear or you feel a strong emotion, then it means it's bad. It is just challenging you in a dream to look at things on a deeper level and to face some fears, some blocks, because in the daytime you'll say, oh, I love this animal, A, B, C and D, but when you're in a primal dream situation with it, you may feel terrified, or you may feel, oh, okay, what do I do? And you may act in a way that you consciously wouldn't act. So don't think of it as a bad thing. These are strong emotions to be explored. An animal appearing in your dream is going to maybe trigger some strong emotions for you, maybe love, maybe fear, but they're all invitations to open a path of discovery and to go further down that dream rabbit hole. So a simple way is get some good sleep, have a dream diary, and then make that intention, and maybe write this down in your dream diary, asking your dreaming self to come to recall your dreams, saying my intention is to remember my dreams and to connect with a power animal in my dreams. I wish to dream of animals. I wish to get dream messages from animals. Make an intention that feels right for you, that might be like one of those sayings. Repeat it to yourself before you go to bed. Make it your intention to remember it, make it your intention to experience it, write it down. You may not get one straight away. Keep repeating it anyway. It could be a practice, it could be a filter through. What happened with me recently is I was saying this and I was like, oh, well, I'm not getting any of these dreams. And then when I had one dream about it, I remember that I had been getting these dreams about animals, but I just hadn't been remembering them. So they'll come through to you at the right time. But they will, your dream self will listen. Something will come through. Your dreams will get more vivid in some way if you invite your dreaming self to partake in your day-to-day life. So make the invitation for your animal dreaming to begin. If possible, even have a nap sometimes. If you like naps, who doesn't like naps? I know some people don't like naps. I love naps. And make the space to nap, to have a lighter sleep, to connect with your dreaming animal self, and maybe make that intention before you fall asleep then. There are other ways of cultivating animal totem dreaming, and that can be by having something of that animal around you. It could be a picture, a photograph, a painting, a claw, a bit of fur, whatever it could be, a statue. I advise in the totem course to have a little altar connecting to your totems. So you could have a little altar with the animals you wish to connect with by your bed, or just one thing from that animal that's by your bed, and hold it, put it under your pillow, put it next to your bed. Look at it before you go to sleep. Repeat the mantra that you would like to have, powerful animal dreaming and to remember these dreams, and then go to sleep. Create a nice sleeping space for yourself as well. Pamper yourself. Make sure you're getting a good quality sleep in a good quality place. Eat well. It's always a good thing. But also keep things kind of clean and as much as possible. But if you want to drink teas, like dreaming teas, this could be really, really helpful. This Star Child has in Glastonbury, which is a herbal shop. You can get this online, I think, as well. Has something called Dream Tea, and that's a lovely ritual because again, you're setting the intention before you go to sleep, and that always helps your brain begin to say, I need to remember this. So having a dream tea, whether it be the one I'm talking about, you can have mugwort tea, though that, again, check health-wise, it isn't okay for everybody, and if you're pregnant it's not okay, and it's quite strong sometimes, so just make sure you can have all these things. That brings visions, often quite strong ones, but they can be gentler dream teas, and the one that I'm talking about from Star Child is gentler, but still beautiful. And even if tea is your favourite nighttime tea, you can rename it a dream tea, and have that as a little ritual before you sleep, that you're setting yourself in the space to open to dreaming and totem dreaming. So when you have maybe caught that dream in the net of your waking life, when you've seen the animal in your dream, what do you do then? Journal it down. You can, of course, research online in books the different totem meanings of these animals, but also as well, it's really, really good just to ask the animal, to connect with them, ask for more messages, meditate with the animal, shamanic journey with the animal, ask it some questions, maybe go back into the dream in a meditation and find out what the energy is with the both of you. So this is a lovely way to start connecting. Be aware of how these animals may appear in your day-to-day life. Maybe not obviously, you may not see a whale as you're walking down the high street, but a bus may pass by with a picture of a whale on. You may flick on a documentary on TV and it's about the ocean. There's different ways of messages to come through to you. It doesn't always have to come directly from the animal. And allow the dreams to unfold more. Give yourself the space and the time to do so. The more time you focus on your dreams, the more time you give yourself that little bit of time to journal it down and to go back into it, the more you're going to get from it. And some of these dreams you'll remember years later as being turning points for you, huge discoveries for you, and ways in which you've healed and understood what's going on in your life so much more. And our animal totems and our animal messengers really do want to come in and share their energy with us, and maybe we can connect with them in the dream life as well. So thank you for watching my short video. I could go on for a long time, but I will hold it back, about connecting with power animals during dreaming. If you've had experiences of this and dreaming animals and animals coming to you in your dreams, then do let me know in the comments below. Also, if you're going to work with this, do let me know of any progress that you've had or any results. It's always great, even if you don't get the dream you're hoping for, that if we take that nice time, like literally, isn't it nice that you're giving yourself some kind of ritual space before you go to sleep that allows a smooth and honourable transition from waking life to dreaming life. It's great. It's going to make probably you sleep a little bit better as well. So there's so much more about dreaming we can go into, and of course oceans and everything more about animal totems we can go into. If you would love to learn more, I would love to have you on the Totems Awakening course. We look into shamanic journeying, what are totem animals, we look into dreaming and dancing with our animals, healing with our animals, crafting and creating sacred space and ritual and ceremony with our animals, as well as working on a day-to-day level with the power of our animal totems by our side. So if you would love to join, I would love to have you there. And time is running out. We are starting on the 2nd of April, so if you'd like to join, get involved now. All information will be in in the link below in the website. Do you want to find out more? Or you can ask any questions and let me know. Okie dokie. Thank you for watching today. Sweet dreams, everybody, and I hope you have powerful animal totem dreamings. Take care. Bye. See you soon.